Hershey Park is located in central Pennsylvania, and they have a very unique lineup of roller coasters. My name is Clint Novak, this is Reece Adkins, and we're going to check out some of those coasters.
Okay, well, Hershey Park is unique because it's not a chain park for one, and the rides here are fabulous. Hershey, the whole town of Hershey's great. I recommend anybody come up and visit here and make sure you visit the park. The staff is always friendly. Never had a problem with anybody with the staff or anything, and the rides are just fantastic. They got every kind of ride, plenty of flat rides for the kids. They got great coasters, Sky Rush. I recommend Sky Rush, and it's just an all-around fantastic park. It's so good. It's got to be good because I have a season pass here.
I like Hershey Park, one, because of the chocolate. I mean, you gotta love chocolate. Second of all, they have a great assortment of rides, coasters, the train, monorail, just nice assortment, and a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful carousel.
My favorite roller coaster here at Hershey Park is Sky Rush. Basically, I believe it's the most intense, most thrilling, most ejector air time out of all the steel coasters here. And I just love it, especially in the back row. I highly recommend. I tell people the back left wing seat's the best seat that gives you the most ejector air on the entire train. If you don't like as much in the way of ejector air, and then the front seat is what I highly recommend.
One thing that's special about this roller coaster, Super Duper Looper, it is, I think, one of the first looping coasters in the area, and it still has its old-fashioned charm. Since 1977, it opened. It's only one loop. Super Duper Looper is only known for having just one loop, but it's still well known as being one of the oldest looping coasters around. I believe this year it is 41 years old.
Hey guys, keep these walk all the way around.
Next to one of the most popular coasters at Hershey Park, and that is Sky Rush. This Inman, what? Oh, he's shaking his head.
You actually like this ride?
Well, I didn't say I liked it. I just said it was one of the most.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, well, you've interrupted. So, no, well, it is one of the most popular rides here, right? Well, I mean, look at that line. There's a line.
Long.
Yeah. What do you think? You don't like it?
I don't know. Well, you know what they call it, Clint?
What do they call it?
Thigh crush?
Thigh crush. Oh, it does hurt a little bit. It does hurt a little bit. Most enthusiasts will tell you you have to know how to ride Sky Rush to enjoy it. And I guess I just haven't learned how to ride it yet.
Well, I think the problem is that the airtime is so intense. And
it's very intense.
It forces you up against the lap bar in a way that is just not very comfortable. So, I'm not a fan. I like Great Bear more.
This really is a really, damn it, I was going to say nice section of the park. So loud. Why does that pet coaster have to have so many trains? It's always running. It's always so loud.
It's that capacity, you know.
I know. This is a really nice section of the park because there's so many roller coasters down here. We're down by Super Duper Looper, which is right next to Sky Rush. Oh, the logo back, that's right. They're right next to Sky Rush. We've got the Comet around here as well.
Yes.
Really nice area. You got the Great Bear that's just like rushing around us all over the place overhead.
Super loud.
Yeah, super loud, but really nice photogenic roller coaster down here. But we're not talking about those. We're talking about Super Duper Looper.
And you know, Super Duper Looper is my favorite coaster in this part of the park. Not favorite coaster in the park, but in this section. section. Is
Okay.
my favorite.
Awesome. Yeah, I really like it. It's a very classic ride. It's one of those like very, very early steel coasters. And I'm really glad that Hershey Park was able to keep it and maintain it and upgrade and upkeep it as the years have gone on. So really nice ride. Really enjoy it.
Plus, it sounds like it was named after an 80s comic book superhero.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's the Super Duper Looper.
And it's got a fun tunnel in it.
Yeah,
Got a fun tunnel.
I really
like
enjoy it.
Yeah, it's fun. Ride.
My second favorite coaster in the park is the Comet, which is one of the classic wood coasters. But why do you keep doing that?
I don't know.
Classic wood coasters here in the park. Really, really enjoy it. You know, it's just very much classic wood coaster. I love the braking system because they still kind of have the old classic brakes, the slide brakes or skid brakes or what do you want to call them. What are your thoughts? You don't like it?
No, I like it. I mean,
Yeah?
it's not amazing. There's nothing spectacular about Comet, but it's a well-maintained platform.
Man,
this ride.
It's
This
so
is the
loud.
worst ride in the park.
It's so loud.
It's a well-maintained classic wooden roller coaster, and you have to respect that it's still in the park. That they haven't torn it down yet, because think about it, with Sky Rush, the way this ride was designed, they could have very easily...
They worked around Sky Rush, or I should say worked around Comet in order to put Sky Rush in. So that's very important.
It's a good ride. I like it. It's worth riding.
Way too late.
How was I supposed to know? So Fahrenheit is a great ride, and honestly, I'm all for any ride named after a temperature scale, so I'm waiting for them to build other coasters named Celsius. Hold on. I mean, Fahrenheit is a great ride, mainly because I'm up for any ride named after a temperature scale, so I'm waiting for them to name other coasters after Celsius and Kelvin. But the real story here is that any park, any old park, can just build a copy and paste B&M sit-down or floorless coaster, and that is not what this is. You've got that 97-degree drop, a lot of unique elements in this ride. I personally think it is the best ride in this park.
All right, and now on to my second favorite GCI coaster in the park. Great Coasters International's Wildcat right here at Hershey Park. That's not getting old.
Okay, sorry.
You don't like this ride? It's decent. It's a little shaky. Lightning Racer. Well, I'm not going to say until we get to Lightning Racer, but Lightning Racer. That's where it's at. But Wildcat is pretty good.
Now, have you ever seen the Disney Channel original movie High School Musical?
No.
Well, the mascot of the school are the Wildcats.
Okay.
So I just assumed you were a big High School Musical fan. I thought you'd love this ride. Okay, well that's really the only saving grace, because this ride sucks.
Complete your frame from horseplay, including but not limited to diving, running, jumping, and excessive buffering.
And now on to my #1 wood coaster at Hershey Park and my #1 wood roller coaster of wood coasters.
Wow.
Yes, love it. Lightning Racer right here at Hershey Park. It's a dueling coaster by GCI with Millennium Flyer trains. Absolutely love it. The layout is really, really unique. It has that twist and turn layout. It really is more than any other racing coaster that's out there. It really, really puts you through its twist and turns.
I've been on Rubble Yell, I've been on Racer, I've been on Gemini, and this is a notch above the rest of them. This is a really fun ride.
Different ride in each Lightning and Thunder, so great ride. And they tell you who wins, so perfectly timed. I love it. Absolutely great.
Really good.
Behind me is Laugh Tracks. It's an indoor family spinning coaster, and it is actually a really nice coaster. Love the layout. The black light effects are really cool in there. The Q line effects are really neat. But the thing I like most about it is it's not like a Wild Mouse coaster where you're going back and forth. It is a lot of dips and turns with the Wild Mouse, or with the spinning cars. The cars start spinning about halfway through the ride, and it is a really neat ride. I enjoy it. This is Storm Runner, and Storm Runner is an intense and amazing ride here at Hershey Park. It is an extreme launch coaster that has a lot of twists, turns, upside down elements, very fast, and it is just an amazing ride. It is time for the last coaster of the countdown, and
Say it isn't so.
Oh, it is so. It is so. It is the Great Bear. This is the most annoying coaster on today's countdown because it is so loud. It's so loud.
You know, they say with some of these B&M coasters, like Gatekeeper, they put sand in the supports to keep it quiet. Well, Hershey Park did not spare that expense.
Did not do that. No,
It's so loud.
It is a great coaster. One, it is so unique for a layout for a B&M coaster, and a lot of these coasters at Hershey Park have to like weave in and out of each other. Even the rides and stuff have to weave in and out of each other because they just, you know, when they built in the lower part of the park, they didn't have a lot of space. So it's really, really cool layouts and designs. Sky Rush, Great Bear, Comet, Super Duper Looper, all meshed together in this big tanglement of spaghetti coasters down here. It's crazy. I love it. And Hershey Park, I really enjoy the park. I really do. I think it's time to go get one of those big milkshakes. What do you think?
I completely agree.
Yeah. So thank you guys very much for watching. Really love the coasters here at Hershey Park. My name is Clint Novak, and we'll see you on the Midway. What are you doing?
Oh, did I miss my cue?
Oh, see ya. See ya.
See ya.
That's so stupid.